57 years after the March on Washington, racial justice advocates gathered once again in Washington, D.C., in the wake of protests across the country against police violence involving Black Americans.
We never got the full citizenship. We never got the reparations. We come to Lincoln because you promised, Mr. Lincoln, and the promise has been broken. And we come like Dr. King came 57 years ago to say we are tired of broken promises.
Participants from all around the country,
Newcastle, PA.
Polk City, Florida.
I am from Cleveland, Ohio.
I live in Connecticut.
took buses, trains, and their own cars to attend what they called a historic moment amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
I was raised in the 60s and 70s where we were forcefully integrated. And so I thought at that time, even though I was too young to participate in like what was going on as far as people standing up for civil rights, I did understand what was happening. And so to see that still today in 2020, we have issues with racism and equality and right to vote still is just disturbing to me.
Police killings of Black Americans have become a potent political issue in this year's presidential election. Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and others who have died in police custody have led many to demand changes to the country's policing system.
It's about stopping the police brutality that has been going on, right? It's about getting people awareness of voting, right? That's our right. So that's why I'm out here, is what he just said, no justice, there's no peace. And that's what we want, justice and peace.
Public opinion polls show clear majorities of Americans believe Black people and other minorities are not treated the same as whites in the criminal justice system. But polls also show about half the country supports the Black Lives Matter movement.
You know, it's going to take Americans of all different ethnic backgrounds to make this work, to make this happen. You know, to give everyone, you know, America's promise.
Black Lives Matter protests are expected to continue in the coming weeks as the presidential campaign enters its final stretch, and activists try to channel their street protest movement into new policies and laws. Isha Sarai, VOA News, Washington.